Well, if you've seen the box magazine fed shotguns out there on the 3-gun circuit, you have seen the ones that run and you have seen the ones that have challenges. And so today we're going to talk about one that runs. So the Dissident Arms makes the KL12 shotgun. So this is a base gun is the Vepr 12 Malott, and this is what I've been running in competition for 5 or 6 years now. And so we're going to talk through the configuration, the way that I set this gun up for competition, the mags I use, the ammo that I use, so that as you're preparing for next shooting season, you can get all set up just like this, should you desire. So I run a full length 19-inch barrel KL12 with a single port comp, mag well. I run the Magpul K2 grip, CTR stock with the riser, and this gun balance is just fantastic for me. Dissident Arms goes through the whole gun, puts their race package on it, so the internals are all cleaned up and shaped and all the magic that those guys do. And then I run a pair of Vortex Optics 6 MOA dots, so a primary dot, and that's what I'm usually using, and then an offset dot for some of those tricky leans or a number of unique shooting situations that the offset comes in handy. And then a couple of things that I'm looking at potentially trying out over the winter to see if they make sense for me is, one, might be adding just a little bit of weight inside of the buffer tube on this. Again, it's a shotgun, so there's no buffer system in that tube. So I might be throwing a little bit of weight in there and seeing how that plays from a balance perspective. And then I'm trying out the Hyperfire AK triggers in my guns this year over the winter to see if that's going to be a good fit for my comp guns as well. So other than that, I'm going to keep the configuration the same, and I'm going to run KL12 in a very similar way to how this one's set up. So when I travel from a mag perspective, I like to travel with 2 12-rounders, a 15-rounder, and 2 20-round magazines. And that gets me through any course of fire that I've ever seen on any 3-gun match. It's also going to fit in your travel, right? So I've got to fly out to these matches, and so I can get 5 mags in my kit. It's a lot harder to get a whole bunch of big mags, and so 2 12s, 2 20s, and 1 15 is about perfect for me. And then I've been running these game loads, 3 1/4 dram game loads from Federal for my bird shot, and the True Ball, they're a copper plated slug. Shoots fantastic out of these guns. Again, 3 1/4 dram minimum out of the gun in order to get it to run good and reliably under any circumstance. Meaning, if I'm off the shoulder shooting around a corner a little bit and I don't have a good shoulder press on it, like, I want the gun to run. And when you run appropriate ammo like that, the gun will run no matter what you do. So anyway, that's the configuration. That's how I travel. That's what I shoot in my Dissident Arms KL12.